I thought we were live.
Welcome to your internet friends, freaks and freakettes, and rejoice, everybody! Fucking America's burning. Even more.
Laka Hilvada. I swear to God, it's not them this time. It's not them. It's just the right-wing people this time.
Yeah. There's no actually decent motivation behind any of the writing that's happening. It's just a bunch of conspiracy theory crazies.
Yeah. Oh, and that one dude who ruined Viking tattoos for me.
Oh yeah. Hey, who's that one bitch who's part of the Senate? Who said Hitler was right?
Hitler was right on one thing.
Oh yeah, that was a congresswoman from Illinois who said Hitler was right on one thing. We have to capture the mind of the youth. That was what Hitler was right about.
Dude.
I mean,
I'm not gonna lie. Look, I'm not gonna lie. I pissed myself just a little. That was funny.
Okay.
I mean, well, Hitler did have some of the first anti-animal abuse laws, but other than
that's not what she was talking about. Though.
Hey, you know what? Hitler was automatically a good man because of that. Automatically.
His anti-abuse laws. Okay. As a European, the only good thing that Adolf Hitler did as leader of Germany was his economic laws, and that was it. His social policies were eugenics. His military policies were Nazism.
But Irish, that was stop animal abuse.
You're talking about how good Hitler was.
Okay. Away from the German onto the Cheeto.
Onto the Cheeto. Holy fucking shit, dude! Here's the thing, right? I am looking at that, his speech, right? The one where he's like, you gotta stop, you gotta go home. Keep in mind, I was already laughing my ass off when he started. The moment he said, "You're all very special," I lost my shit, dude.
If anyone thinks that has ever been under the delusion, I don't know how you could be, that Trump is fair and equal-minded with how he treats protesters. He called Antifa and Black Lives Matter terrorists and anarchists, and he told these people, "I love you. You're all wonderful people. Please go home. I love you." He literally said, "I love you."
And then he said, not to mention, he said, "I know you're mad. We're all mad. We were robbed."
Yeah, he was basically like, "Look, guys, it was totally stolen. It was completely illegitimate. But please go home. I love you." Completely wrong. You're totally right.
Trump basically did this. The emperor.
Don't say it.
The emperor going full. "I knew we just destroyed the Jedi and murdered a bunch of children, but if you could all stop the shooting, it would be lovely."
Funnily enough, somebody, I think it was Pelosi earlier today, called for Trump to not have access to the nuclear launch codes anymore.
I would probably agree.
Oh, yeah.
I can't imagine him doing something nuclear, but I can't imagine him dropping a non-nuclear ballistic missile on Portland or something.
I'm certainly waiting for his nuclear meltdown.
Oh, apparently that already happened, though. Apparently after he, did you not see the tweet about the staffer saying that apparently Trump went fucking crazy once he got sequestered inside the White House, accusing all kinds of people of treason and shit.
Wow. Well, I know he did abandon Mike Pence. Yeah. I did hear about that.
I mean, I'll say this, and this is probably the only time I'm ever going to give props to Mike Pence. At least he called the National Guard.
Yeah. Keep him from doing that.
Maryland, Virginia, and DC. So Maryland and Virginia invaded America.
This was a fucking shit show yesterday.
Did you guys see that Nick Fuentes broke into Nancy Pelosi's office?
So did Baker.
Him and Baker Oscar are probably going to get arrested now as well. I did see. I know. Good. I saw one thing though, and I had to reply to them because your very own female body inspectors, the FBI, were like. Basically, the FBI tweeted if there was anyone who can help identify the people who were inciting violence yesterday. And of course, there was the usual people just tweeting pictures of Trump at them. And I was like, okay, this is a very good thing that you're doing, but are you going to do this, when Biden becomes president? Are you going to do this for all, big fucking riots now? My big issue is it cannot be, there's a famous phrase, one set of rules for me and another for thee.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. Centrist. Another disagreement with centrist Irish, but I'm gonna be honest. When your reasoning for a riot is that you don't actually want any positive change, like the Black Lives Matter people did, and instead you're just trying to stop our democratic processes from occurring because you don't agree with the results, then I don't really give a shit about your right as a protester or whatever.
Oh,
or
no,
like,
no, I'm not. That's the point. I'm trying to say that neither of
your
them.
reasoning is fucked. You don't. You. Not all riots.
Oh no, Nightmare! They're gonna go at it.
But Ben, I'm not trying to say that.
Back.
I'm not trying to say that they're justified. I'm trying to say anyone who takes the step from peaceful protest to violent rioter automatically then deserves to be prosecuted because they're then committing a crime.
Okay,
I think that a riot can be justified under the right circumstances.
Can be justified, but not legal.
Not legal, no. They should be arrested.
All right, boys, we're in fucking agreement. Let's move on. Can I just say the fucking hypocrisy on these people is just out of the fucking roof. So I just find it funny. These fucking Trumpies like we love freedom, we love democracy, but let's burn that. Let's fucking burn that.
Yeah, like let's destroy it.
They are the party of law and order, after all.
There was some woman yesterday after she got maced, or not yesterday, the day before when it went down. She got maced. She was interviewed afterwards, and she was like, "I don't understand. They're shooting at us. They're supposed to shoot." This is her quote: "They're shooting at us. They're beating us. They're supposed to shoot BLM, not us." I'm like, no,
Yeah.
no, motherfucker. Here's how fair democracy works, right? If hyper left wing activists riot, and then hyper right wing activists also riot, either they shoot both of you or they shoot neither of you. There's no one or the other.
The thing is that like these people are genuinely deluded. Like I was listening to some of the things they were saying while they were rioting, and they were legitimately calling the cops like traitors. They were saying like they were like
some of them were taking selfies with the cops like shit.
Yeah, that's true. There was some, but yeah, when the police were doing their duties, they didn't view it as like justified.
Question:
just so you see these people are fucking batshit insane.
And
Alex people are batshit insane. Hey, cops! You know we're okay with you killing blacks, but you know don't fuck with us when we're being stupid. You know.
What's funny is that like, not only is that like clearly like a deluded, unfair mentality, but the cops kind of reinforced it with the way they treated them.
Ben, can I just say something?
Yeah,
Did you guys see Alex Jones there?
Wait, was Alex Jones there?
Yes, he got there.
So hoarse.
Yeah,
I did not
get
see
there.
any of that
Did he
shit.
get there? Wait, so you're telling me Alex Jones flew all the way from Texas after the riots already began?
Yeah,
no, he was. I think he was in the area, but he got there towards the end of it. You just hear him on Infowars.com.
Yeah, wasn't he? He was saying shit like
yeah.
He sounded so hoarse.
Holy
but, like,
crap! Dude, no, wait. Dude. Man, it's literally perfect. How do you fuck shit up more? How do you add more fuel to the fire? Just send Alex Jones. Send Alex Jones and see how much you can fuck this
Bring in
up.
Alex Jones. All right, bring in Alex. We need
Holy
this.
shit. You know what's funny? When all this was happening yesterday, I was watching all of this unfold with Jessica, right? She got so mad at me because the whole time I was just singing America, fuck yeah. Right? I was doing that the whole time. But I was saluting like a fucking retard. I don't know what this salute would be. I'll show you guys later, whatever.
Is it a Bellamy salute?
I don't fucking know. I was doing the wrong salute basically, and she's like, "That's not how you salute. That's not how you do the American salute." So she's right here. She's like, so I literally just do the Nazi salute for fun because it's like, "Oh yeah, sure, I'll do the American salute." Bam, Nazi salute.
Great job,
Andrew.
That used to be the American salute until Hitler popularized it in Germany.
That is true.
I know it is, but you know why I did it.
Goddamn Nazis! They ruined everything.
Because fuck freedom, right? Fuck democracy. That's what these people showed me yesterday, right? Fuck democracy.
I mean, God, I don't know how we're gonna deal with American politics in the future. Like, how do you reason with people like this? They're they're just anti-democracy. They're anti-American, but they're so convinced that they're like pro-American. It's ridiculous.
They're so hip. What's the word? They're giant hypocrites to the point where they believe their own bullshit.
Yeah,
rights for me, but not for thee. That's what's going on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But the right wing always seem to be, especially this is an example of like the right wing was so quiet with this shit, and then all of a sudden they aren't because that's the way they work. Whereas whenever the left winger do like hypocritical stuff, it's always out in the open because they do it in public. Whereas the right wing are like, no, let's plan this thing for months and then do a big blowout. It's like, no. You're as bad. They're worse because they committed treason, but you're as bad as the people you criticize. If you do the same thing they do, and expect to be treated differently.
You want to know something funny? Here in Puerto Rico, we have Trump supporters. I know, right? Shocking. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Part of the United States, right?
I know, but some of these people are very close to home, right? I'm not gonna say family members. It's family members anyway. and here's the thing, you know, when Black Lives Matter were rioting, when literally anybody from the fucking left is rioting, right, or Antifa's rioting. Literally anything that isn't their own political views, they're like, see, those people are crazy. See, those people are wrong. Like just criticizing any movement that isn't their own. But yesterday, everybody shut the fuck up. Literally nobody wanted to talk to me because they knew I was gonna eat them alive, man. I just laughed my ass off because I was legit calling these people. Again, close people. I'm calling them and I'm like, hey,
what's going on?
You want to hear what's going on? So America's burning. You want to talk about that? Dude, nobody replied. Nobody wanted to talk to me. Oh man, I just fucking love it, man. I'm waiting to see these people in real life because I'm gonna be like, so that happened.
My dad's like a blind Trump supporter, and like I confronted him on this shit. He was just totally dismissive of being like, yeah, you know,
you have to do it in your dad's like Israeli voice.
Yeah, it's like, you know, Benjamin, it's not what they did was good, but you know, we'll see what happens. Maybe Trump still be president.
We'll see what happens. You know, I'm sure there's
I've never understood how Israelis are so supportive of a party that's literally been infiltrated by Nazis.
It's because
they support Israel.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. They're single issue voters. It's really sucks.
Okay, I've seen a lot of people try and like compare. Like people tried to say that a lot of loyalists and a lot of people tried to say that like how can you condemn the right wing attacking the Capitol when the IRA did this exact same thing? I'm like, no. See, there's a fundamental difference. The American government is legally elected by American people and is made up of American people. The system before the Good Friday Agreement was made up of British people, unelected by Irish people on Irish soil, and that's why there was a civil war over it. And they don't get that. They don't get that. They didn't get that there was a difference between a bunch of people who were just like completely crazy saying our rights are being taken away when they weren't, versus an ethnic group, the Irish in Ireland, being treated as second-class citizens in their own country for 1,000 years. And then when there's a partition of that country, still being treated like second-class citizens in the north.
Yeah.
And then having enough of it and a war happening versus a bunch of crazy QAnon conspiracy theorists and actual fascists wanting to overthrow the democratically elected government of the United States of America.
Yeah. It seems like a lot of leftists and a lot of centrists just don't get this. I don't expect right wingers to get it for obvious reasons, but like there is a difference in like the reasoning behind the revolution. Like sometimes, like there can be good reasons for revolutions. There can be bad reasons for revolution. And when a fascist revolution or authoritarian, whatever you want to call this shit, comes up, yeah, maybe we do want to have the state crush that, you know? I don't exactly have a problem with that.
Viva la revolución.
Now, actually, I want to bring up a point. I've heard people say that maybe this was pre-planned. And I sent you that video.
Trump certainly was bringing it about, and I
sent you that video.
100% pre-planned.
Yeah, play the video I sent you.
We know that it was planned by the people because, like, there were records on Gab and stuff like that of it all coming together. But what I think people are trying to downplay is how involved Trump was in this, because, like, he most assuredly.
Hey, before you play that video.
aware of this.
Video. Before we play that, I just find it. So I felt bad for one news reporter. I don't remember what news what news company it was, but all I know is that this guy was like just shaking and just scared for his life, and he's just trying to deliver the news. I'm just looking at this guy like, oh my god, dude! I hope you don't fucking die.
Yeah, there was a
dude.
guy...
He just looked like a little pup surrounded by a bunch of fucking wolves, man.
Yeah,
by the way,
it was funny yet terrifying to see it. Man.
I have one thing to say.
I heard an account from Dan Bradbury. I forget if that's his name, but he was there during the riots, and he talked about how like there was a journalist who like he was just recording some shit, and like a bunch of people came up to harass him, calling like fake news, and then they like I forget. I think they may have thrown something at him, but whatever. They scared them away and got their equipment. And there's like a video out there of like just them destroying a bunch of expentive stuff.
Yeah, I saw that.
I saw fake news. That was CNN. They basically. I heard the story that they basically saw CNN journalists there, scattered them away. The CNN journalists had dropped their equipment, ran away, and then they grabbed the equipment and burned it because it belonged to CNN.
Yeah.
Can I just say this was something for the us four to enjoy. If you go back and listen to some of those live streams online, you will hear a Black Hebrew Israelite screaming, and he's picked up on each and every one of those networks. It's hilarious. I will say this: that guy has balls of steel going up to a bunch of white supremacists and telling them that.
Too bad that black cop couldn't do the same. Poor guy, man. I was just looking at that video. He was running away from these people. I'm just like,
anyways, let's play the
shoot them. Fucking shoot them. This is your moment of revenge. Fucking shoot them. You're a black cop against a white army. Just fucking shoot them.
Anyways, let's play this video. I just had to get
no. So Donald Trump definitely was involved with this.
We have put together, I think, the most and inclusive voter fraud organization in the history of American politics.
We want every illegal vote.
Well, I just think we have to be very clear. She's charging, the other side is welcoming fraud and welcoming illegal voting. Unless she has more details.
At the end of the day, only God can save this country.
We will never, ever surrender.
This election was a fraud on America. Ballots being shredded, ballots being manufactured. We're not going to let you take our country over.
We will never give in. We will never give up.
You picked a fight with the wrong people.
Because we are America, and we're going to save America.
Sticks here. Hold on.
Yeah.
What the fuck was this trailer for a shitty movie?
No, that happened like last
asking
week.
you to be there January 6th.
Yeah, no, that happened last week. Funnily enough, that happened like a couple of days before Pence turned on him.
Yeah, I was going to say Pence really sold him down the river at the end because Pence was fully on board until Trump fully went like full dictator.
So did anybody actually see Pence turning face? Did anybody see that?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so here's exactly what he did.
Because I did not see that coming.
He unfollowed Donald Trump.
These people. No, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I'm just saying that these people are like ride or die, motherfucker. I did not see that coming.
He unfollowed him on Twitter.
Let me explain like the full reasoning why Pence turned. Basically, Pence had to turn on Trump because Pence values his like democratic position as a politician more than being Trump's lackey.
And he wants to be president.
No. Let me finish this. Pence so Trump was under some form of delusion that somehow on January 6th, Pence was going to be able to use his power as like the person who was going to oversee the Senate confirming the votes to make Donald Trump president. And of course, there was no way Pence could do it, but Trump set Pence up to say like he's our last bastion, he's the last one who's going to keep us from it. And so Pence basically had his lawyers send Trump a letter that was like, look, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to confirm Biden because that's all I can do. And so Trump like sent out a tweet saying like, oh, fucking Biden's no longer with us, he's a traitor or something like that. And then I think Pence unfollowed Trump.
Yeah, I mean, like one of the big things that you've got to realize is that Pence is going to run for the Republican nomination in 2024. I think that we can all agree on that, right?
Ain't nobody gonna vote for his shitty ass.
But
I don't see it happening.
Oh, but here's the thing, though. It's a double-edged sword with that, because if Trump gets a nomination again, Pence sure as hell won't be his VP.
I highly doubt that's
He won't get the nomination again. He'll run as an independent, and he'll basically ruin the race for the Republicans.
I think that at least for this election cycle, hopefully for the next two, but I don't think that the Republican Party is going to be able to come together, because I think the divide between normal Republicans and Trump Republicans is going to last for a while.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. There's a civil war happening in the Republican Party. Like
there's a civil war happening now.
Yeah, that's true.
Holy shit, dude. You know what? Bring back musket rifles. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it.
Bring back them muskets. So, God, these fucking protests have been just awful. I really hate arguing about it. I feel like nobody really wants to like other than the mainstream media, nobody's really talking about this for like how big of a thing it is. They're just trying to like make excuses and talk about sub problems like, oh yeah, but
of course. Nobody wants to see that all your political views are just backed up by batshit insane people.
Nobody wants to talk about responsibility for the outcome of their views.
No one ever does.
Yeah.
No one ever fucking does. I've been saying this from day fucking one, dude. I fucking hate the thing I hate most in a human being is fucking hypocrisy. I've been saying this since day fucking one, and literally almost every fucking American I've ever fucking met is a fucking hypocrite. So I'm just looking at this. I'm just watching America burn. I'm like, good, fucking good, man. And here's the thing. I've been calling this since fucking like 2014. I've been calling for this, dude. One day there was gonna be a civil war, and I'm gonna be alive to witness it in America, and it's fucking happening. I fucking called this shit.
I genuinely don't know where we can go besides the civil war, because like it's not like with the Black Lives Matter protests, where even when they did turn into riots, there was something they wanted. If you had given them police reform, then the riots would have ended. But what do you give these people?
Those people just wanted fucking rights. They wanted actual fucking freedom. You can't fucking blame them for that. But actually storming the fucking holy shit, dude! No, there's a fine fucking difference. Okay, if anybody fucking dares to tell me, oh, well, fucking look at what Black Lives Matter did. You know, they were fucking crazy doing those shit. They did it for a fucking reason. All right, they actually wanted real fucking freedom. You know what's actually what you're supposed to have in fucking America? Freedom. Yeah, you know, the right to the pursuit of happiness. You know, not having to go outside and fucking fear that you're gonna get shot by some asshole fucking cop who just doesn't like you because you're fucking black. They were actually, I don't agree with everything that fucking movement did, but at least what they wanted, their fucking end goal. At least I can't bitch about that. They wanted their own fucking freedom. They didn't want to. I'm sorry. I'm stumbling on my words really hard, man. This is just pissing me the fuck off. Like, no. Okay, hold on. Let me hold myself for a moment. So, I'm getting pissed off because it's just once again the fucking hypocrisy of these people is fucking amazing. If anybody says it to my face, if anybody fucking tells me that, oh, you can't really judge these Trump supporters because Black Lives Matter were rioting like fucking maniacs. Yeah, they didn't storm the fucking Capitol, did they?
Yeah, a lot of people have been talking about shit like, oh yeah, well it's not like they were destroying a bunch of buildings, they just invaded one place. They stopped the democratic process of confirming the president by storming the Capitol. This is political terrorism that is on levels unmatched. Like, no Black Lives Matter person was like breaking into someone's house or like trying to stop democracy or anything. They burned buildings, and that's not okay. I voice cracked like a bitch.
You're leaving that in too.
Okay, we are leaving that in. But yeah, they burned buildings, but they didn't attack our democracy. This action is of way bigger consequence.
That's the thing, right? With the right wingers committed high treason, whereas the far left wingers just did a bunch of really dumb shit and burned buildings down. Now I don't understand this. A nightmare. I don't get this. Like you Americans and your little political squabbles. If you're talking a political squabble, you're talking the 11 Years' War. No one does rebellion.
The 11 Years' War.
Hey, it was one hell of a rebellion. It was one hell of a rebellion.
You still failed.
Yeah, but speaking of the violence of right wingers,
maybe the Scots.
So obviously left wingers were pretty violent too, but the people who went there, they brought bombs.
Yeah,
like, dude. I almost fucking forgot about the bombs.
Yeah. And Irish, by the way, we do because we actually beat the British.
Can I just say,
go ahead,
if BLM tried to attempt the same thing, they wouldn't get within.
It would have been
within an inch of
we would have seen. Yeah, no, we would have seen a fucking ocean of corpses, dude.
Yeah, our version of Bloody Sunday.
The Capitol building would be sprayed in blood.
That's the hypocrisy of the American right wing. If the left wing and BLM had tried this, there'd be a bloody red just line where the U.S. Army mowed them down with miniguns.
Now, look, just because some people are going to be skeptics, we do have to obviously say, yes, they were underprepared, but what were the reasons for them being underprepared?
Trump 100% told the fucking National Guard to step down.
Yeah, well, Trump did. Trump's kept the National Guard from coming in, so we know that. The reason there were so few people there is because they don't view black and white protesters, or more so right and left protesters, the same.
The same.
See, I think it goes a bit deeper than that because from what I've heard, well, in the UK military as well, and like the police force, there's a lot of allies of the far right inside the police and in the army. I think it's not just Trump. I think the police and the military are pretty heavily infiltrated by the far right.
In my experience, I will be honest. I know, but I've been a police officer full time now for going on 2.5 years. Okay, now are there those rednecks that are diehard Trump supporters? Of course there fucking are. But from what I've noticed, most of those are the older people. The guys who have been in the game for shit.
I didn't see a lot of old people in those videos. That's all I'm saying.
I'm talking about my personal experience.
No, I know. I'm just saying. I saw a lot of young people in those riots, man.
And I told Taffy this yesterday. I don't know DC's police department. I don't know the personnel involved because he wanted an opinion. And clearly they fucked up. Like, there's no doubt in my mind that they fucked up. But I couldn't give him and I will say this now, I cannot give him an accurate representation because I'm not in DC. I don't know any of the people involved. I don't know anything about it besides just basic procedure.
I'm not having a go at the authorities as such, but what is the goal of the military and the police? It's to it's to uphold the authority of the state. So naturally, authoritarian ideologies are going to be attracted. The police are going to attract authoritarian ideologies. They're the most susceptible to
that's
authoritarian
the thing, is that,
infiltration.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, is that like BLM, that's an actual threat to cops in the vision that like they the cops as a gang, they would view BLM as a threat because they're going to be taking away their powers. But like these right-winger people, they're obviously going against our democracies, but when it comes to they're actually opposed to like the police power and the police state, they aren't like actually challenging that, so they don't really give a shit.
Yeah, speaking of that, Ben, do you want to go back to that screen where they had 2 IEDs?
Yeah.
And by the way, just for context, one person died and 4 people were wounded.
Oh no, a cop who was injured. A cop who was injured died as well afterwards.
Oh really? Okay, so a cop.
Yeah,
died.
he was. He wasn't. They don't know if he was attacked or if he was just like hurt in like the mass push in.
He dropped
like
his
if he was
gun
trampled,
and
basically.
Yeah, but but if you think about it, that's actually a low amount. It could have been a lot worse, given the
There are federal murder charges going for whoever was involved in the death of the cop, by the way.
Oh no, I was gonna ask. So I know that that woman that got shot in the fucking neck, I know she's dead.
She died. Yeah, she died.
So who else died? Because I've been hearing that like 4 more people died.
No. 4 more were wounded.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah,
but you just said a cop died, right?
One invader died, and then one cop was also killed.
Yeah, I really love how like she's being this alt-right QAnon person who obviously didn't deserve to die by
obviously
a cop
we
shot.
don't speak ill about
Was definitely like
we can speak ill of the fucking stupid. That's for sure.
If you see the angle, she was like breaking into the area. Like it wasn't like she was doing nothing. The person was presenting his gun.
Hold on, Ben. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Yeah, no, Nightmare. Fuck that. I'm totally gonna speak ill of that. What a stupid bitch.
Listen. I'm against the police violence, and things shouldn't have gotten that far. But like when it comes to within at least recent protests, this is not the most unjust form of police like violence and killing. This is pretty tame.
Just interject, she wasn't shot by cops. She was shot by the Secret Service.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well,
that technicality matters not here. Irish.
Yeah.
No, it was because the reason she was shot, she wasn't shot like as she was running through the building. She was shot because whenever they actually were breaking, she was part of the first.
I know. I saw the video.
She was one of the people who was like trying to break in while the representatives were still there. So they really didn't have a choice but to shoot on. They're going to shoot on sight.
I'm surprised they didn't shoot more people.
I just regardless of how much she deserves it, which she deserved it a little bit. I'm really mad at how she is getting martyrdom when all the fucking people during these protests who were abused, hurt, and murdered by the fucking police. Like that, did you ever see that video? Like that old guy who got like fucking hit to the ground? Where's his martyrdom?
Oh yeah, the guy that got drugged over, fucking looked like he held his brains on the ground.
Guys, I'm just fucking shocked that a lot of people are saying, no, these people aren't racist though. And then you see, I know I saw a few pictures of some people recreating the George Floyd thing. I saw some people doing that in front of the fucking Capitol.
Ugh.
I know we saw that. And then how many
people? The gallows that they made?
I saw the fucking gallows. Dude, I respect the guillotine more, but the fucking noose was just stupid. You know what they were trying to say with the fucking noose. You fucking know what they were trying to say.
Also, did you see that they took down a bunch of the American flags and put up
they put up Confederate flags.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They basically declared nope, Confederacy now.
Mm-hmm. You got. I mean,
God bless the Confederacy.
How can people not consider them treacherous at that point? They're literally waving the traitor flag.
Walking into the U.S. Capitol and raising the flag of the U.S.'s most hated enemy.
Oh, dude,
it's literally high treason.
Hey, can I say something? Can I say something? I'm sorry to interrupt you.
But it's my one thing. It's like I don't call for the death penalty often, but high treason. Someone get a line of rifles and a wall.
Oh yeah, dude, high treason totally calls for the death penalty. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah. The only time I'll call for it is like, no, you literally wanted to bring down the country and replace it with a Confederacy, which was an ethno state and racist. Fuck you, wall, rifle, dead.
Here's what I want to say. So while I was watching this yesterday, in the back of my mind, and I even told Jessica, in the back of my fucking mind, I was like, how much you want to bet they're going to try and steal Lincoln's head? I'm calling it. I'm fucking calling it. My prediction was half true because there was a shit ton of security in the Lincoln Memorial.
What is this, Fallout 3?
I know. That's why I thought it, dude. Speaking of Fallout, no, hold on. Speaking of Fallout, have you guys seen the Fallout memes because of all this shit?
If they wasn't Lincoln's like grandfather a Scot? I'm pretty sure Scotland would have invaded the US at that stage.
Oh my!
I do think I saw a couple of super mutants in the videos. I'm not quite sure.
Ben, you don't have to. You can just put it in post. But do you know that one picture of like the really doddering old lady with like the American?
No, I haven't seen that.
Have you? Okay, there's an old woman who's in the Capitol. She's clearly being dragged along by her kids or grandkids. And she looked like Barbara Chandler. She looked like demented and
Oh
lost.
my
and
fucking
confused.
god, dude, Irish. I'm
She looked pretty
sorry.
sweet and old, but
I'm
she looked
sorry
like
to
she
keep
had
interrupting.
no idea where she was.
I'm sorry to keep interrupting, but dude, that's fucking insane to me. People brought their kids to this shit.
Oh yeah.
People brought their like 9-year-olds and 8-year-olds, and I'm just looking at it like, what in the actual fuck
Can we just
is
talk about how
wrong with you?
like conservatives are fucking idiots. Like they came there, like 70% of them weren't wearing masks. They were all next to each other. They were like in big groups. Like left wingers at least knew how to be safe about this, but like they're bringing their kids. They've got no masks on. Like they're inciting more murder. And lest I need to remind you, we hit a record high of cases and deaths on the day that the conservatives raided the Capitol.
Can I just say, off to a great year, huh? Not a week. No. Literally, we were one day off. One day off from a whole week of just, you know what? It's chill. The first week of the year is chill. No, literally on the 6th fucking day, this shit happened. Literally off to a great start, 2021. Off to a great fucking like any fucking idiot that thought to themselves, this is gonna be a good year. It can't get any worse than this. It's getting fucking worse, bitch. It just got worse. It is batshit insane out there.
Much worse.
You know what's funny? You know, I saw this meme where fuck, I forgot. It was like a meme from The Simpsons where two monkeys are fucking fighting and all the old people are surrounding the monkeys, like watching them fight, like, yeah, fight. And the two monkeys have the American flag. And then the surrounding countries just looking at it, just fucking laughing, like, yeah, fucking fight.
I mean, at this point, yeah.
You know, the entire world has gone through shit in the past 4 years, right? Some more than others. And
Especially
for someone,
year.
especially the fucking last year, and for someone like me who's been through constant shit for the last 4 years, watching America burn was probably one of the happiest days of my life. I'm just saying.
For me, it was funny.
I don't want to sound like a dick, but my god, dude, this is just, it was on fire. It was literally on fucking fire. I was just laughing my ass off the whole, and sure, that makes me a bad fucking person that was laughing at this. I don't give a fuck, dude. This was fucking hilarious. The whole thing from start to finish. Keep in mind, I was sleeping when all of this fucking happened, and someone literally woke me up just because as this was starting. So I woke up to all this shit, and from start to finish, I was just laughing my ass off. It was funny. It was legitimately funny. Like I'm sorry. Like I know this is gonna paint me as a fucking dick, but this was fucking funny. The whole thing, the hypocrisy, the sheer insanity of these people. What else can I do? You know, I can't bitch about it. That's not gonna solve anything. Might as well have a laugh. Cause I mean, fuck's sakes, man.
Well, if there's one side that us leftists should see to this, and I'm going to upload a picture to this, but I think Charlie Cook puts it pretty well, is that conservatives, unlike liberals, don't engage in things like this. You know, they're not violent, they're not aggressive, you know, they don't get at civil unrest. So guys, today at the Capitol, we saw the biggest leftist movement against the country of all time, guys. Like, look at how anti establishment leftists we have, you know, converting to our movement. So, you know, we should be pretty happy.
Jesus Christ.
Hey,
Charlie Kirk's tweet.
That tweet did not age well.
Nope.
Do you know the worst thing is? Do you know the worst thing is? If literally that, if what had happened hadn't happened, that he would have been completely right. But god damn it, all it took was the goddamn right wing to do one thing, and it managed to overshadow all the shit the far left did.
It's almost like right wingers are inherently more crazy and deranged.
They're more crazy.
I mean, they
usually
are.
they're not. Usually they don't go full fucking idiot like this, but they did.
They've had
proved that they're
for a long
stupid.
time.
Dude, they went full Nazi. I'm not even gonna. We can't sugarcoat this. We literally can't. They went full Nazi, man. I'm just waiting for some concentration camps now, dude.
I do hope. I worry somewhat that this is going to be like normalized. Like this needs to go down in history books as like fucked up, like just majorly. We should not be allowed to sugarcoat this. I am genuinely concerned, like looking into the future, like how do you fix this divide within our country? Like, how do you do it when you have people that are like just so unreasonable, so like
I've been pointing.
Reorganize the American Republic into the first American Empire. First state and secure.
I've been talking about this divide, literally since, like I said, since 2014.
Yeah,
I've been talking about this I've been talking about this divide for years now.
It just feels
I saw this coming. I just didn't knew when. I just didn't knew fucking when. I'm not gonna lie. It happened a little bit late than I thought it was. I thought 2018 was gonna be the year where all this shit was gonna happen. No. Okay, 2020, 2021. I'll fucking take it. I was a little bit off, but I called this shit, man.
I don't want to like have to kill other Americans, but like
I used to have to worry
outside of like a civil war.
I used to have to worry about going to America and dealing with grammar Nazis and feminazis, and now I have to deal with actual Nazis.
True Nazis. Nah.
Especially
I really hope. My biggest hope is that this movement just makes another stupid move like this, and it's more violent next time. And I don't know, maybe more of them can be gone.
I don't hope.
I don't want people to die, but I'm worried that that's what's going to happen. I'm worried that what's going to happen is that whenever it comes to like, because if you remember, this was the count, and a bunch of people who they didn't have guns, but a couple of people did smuggle in IEDs. And this was on a confirmation day, right? So the day that Biden was confirmed as the next president. So what will happen now if a bunch of fucking even crazier right wingers descend on fucking inauguration day with guns and fucking weapons and bombs? Like, what happens when a well-armed militia, which is somehow legal in the US, goes up against a well-armed army?
I don't.
It can only go.
The army wins, but it's a bloody victory.
Yeah. I don't want them to commit any more violence, but I do want them to be gone.
Like, I don't expect this to be the end of it, but I would love if it was.
Yeah.
I mean, like, we all would love for this to be.
If they don't like them, if the right wingers don't like democracy, they can go to that little island they all hate, Cuba.
I'll just say this much, and somebody told me this when it happened, and it's never rang more true. The facade of America's image was ruined that day. I mean, like, it was mostly ruined before then, but it was completely trounced.
Yeah, I said that over the summer during the not during the peaceful protest, but during the riots, especially the riots in Portland, that the red star was starting to show. In the hyper far left, on the hyper far ring, their armband is really starting to show. Their little red armband with that fucking monstrous symbol on it is really starting to show, and they don't realize that people now know that that's what they are.
If it weren't for Charlottesville, there would have been Nazi flags, but they've gotten a little smart about that.
Yeah, because Charlottesville was a bunch of fucking idiots who should have been removed from existence, but not violently.
No.
Yeah, they unfortunately learned a lesson that they have to hide.
I can't legally say that due to my job, so no.
You can't legally say it. I can.
Nobody knows your identity, Nightmare. Say it.
They can be. I'm just saying. I don't want them shot. I was hoping that like God smoked them or something if he exists. Like he'd just go. I want a Gale Cord shooter to throw lightning bolts.
Well, I don't feel like. How can democracy exist with people like this who just refuse to acknowledge reality and just live within their own echo chamber?
It can't.
Listen here, boy. I love freedom. I love democracy. But, I'm still going to...
But if people disagree with me, then I'm going to shoot them.
If people disagree with me, then there's no democracy. Only democracy for our people. Can I just say, if these fucking idiots were smart, they could have actually accomplished something.
How so?
They could have actually accomplished... I mean, dude, like, you saw the videos, man. There was just documents and fucking open laptops there with any and all information there, just right for the pickings.
I mean, somebody did steal USB drives. Somebody did steal a couple of.
I want to point something out.
I'm just saying. Had they played their cards a bit smarter?
Oh yeah,
they would have. Look. All I'm gonna say is that we are fucking lucky that these people are fucking retarded.
That's true.
Because I think they could have accomplished a lot more than this.
I mean, well, a couple, like some guys stole a couple of thumb drives I think it was actually in Pelosi's office, but I don't.
We're gonna see what happens with that.
This is the thing.
Watch Pelosi's nudes. I swear to God, I'm killing myself.
Oh God, I don't think I'd ever be able to look at. I'm gay, and I don't think I'd be able to look at a woman again if I saw Pelosi naked.
It's okay. I'll show you my big jiggly man titties for you.
Oh, wait,
Okay.
I'll fix you up real good.
Okay, here's a point I want to make. Right?
What if it was Mitch McConnell naked?
Oh God, no, the turtle. I think I turned celibate.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Twitter has permanently banned Trump.
Yeah.
They permanently banned him.
Yeah,
that's right.
But I saw his tweet today, and it wasn't fucking bad, but it wasn't good either. He
got permanently banned today. He was suspended for 24 hours for the first time, and then they permanently banned him.
Oh, I'm confused. What happens if See, also, I saw that as well because I'm not sure if Dankula was tweeting about that specifically, but Dankula said a lot of right wing, even people who weren't involved in it and who don't support it, a lot of right wing and even semi right wing Twitter accounts are getting banned.
Well, time for them to hit the gab.
I think Dankula literally did. It was just just in case mine gets deleted. Here's my gab.
Do you know what I never want to hear again? The left's gone too far. You have no people have no fucking have any justification to say that anymore after what's happened.
I said that earlier, dude. I'm 100% agreeing with you.
Oh yeah. So Ben, do we want to end this off here in a minute? Or?
Yeah, sorry, I just got back from taking a surprise shit.
A surprise shit is what we should call what happened on Capitol Hill. The surprise shit
on the Capitol Hill.
The day of the surprise shits.
Yeah.
Then that's the title.
All right. I'll keep this
Day of the surprise shit.
Anyways, but yeah, no. Fuck man. This Twitter shit is
we're gonna keep you guys
I mean we knew that Trump was going to get banned, but who thought he was going to be getting bans before he left for inciting violence, essentially?
Not me.
I mean, I figured he would just say something stupid that Twitter would say, okay, that's
disinformation. That's lies. But goddamn,
I presumed it would be something transphobic that he would say to appease his far right fans, and that was what get him banned. No, the worst thing is all his tweets yesterday and the day before were really stupid. I saw his one tweet this morning and it wasn't even bad, but I'm not surprised that they banned him.
I mean, well, they suspended him yesterday.
I think it's because he's about to go out of office, and they're like, "Fuck it, what's the worst he can do to us now?"
Yeah, I mean, well, he could start promoting Gab.
That's true. Come to my Gab website; it's great. We've got all the groypers, we've got all the Nazis. It's great.
On a completely separate note, Brett Keane got kicked off of Gab.
Oh my God!
Oh no, not Brett Keane.
Too racist.
No,
oh my God! I wasn't too racist. No. I'm just talking about my manatee ethno state.
How does that happen? How do you get kicked off of Gab?
I'm sorry.
Not
since
Brett
when he was an idiot? But since when was he racist? Actually racist?
Since Trump came in power.
What is he like?
It's because he's a grifting piece of shit, right?
Is he like an ethno-nationalist now?
No, he's just.
Did you know? Okay, just to end the show. At one point over the last couple of years, when DP and DFF stopped covering him, Brett, because TJ mentioned it on a video a while back. Brett actually tried his hand at being a Muslim for a while.
Yeah, he did.
He's such a grifting sack of shit.
Did Dorn say? He said to Dorn, "Where's my bacon?" You're not allowed bacon, Brett.
What? You're not
Six. You're forgetting something. Dorn had to wear her burqa out in public.
To be fair, at least it would have covered over that face.
I mean, Dorn's better looking than Brett.
All right, that's fucking up, man. There are the more important things in this world than bitch ass Brett Keane.
Brett Keane's terrible.
Before we end this episode,
don't even acknowledge him. Don't even acknowledge him. Fuck him.
Before we end this episode, I do want to ask, do you think there's any chance of impeachment, in your opinion?
Okay. I'll start.
Mm-hmm.
If he had maybe 6 months left in office, yes. But me and Amthric were actually talking, and Dan were actually talking about this earlier. What's the point when Pence is only going to have like maybe at most 2 days in power?
I'll tell you what's the point. The point. The point is that TJ wins a bet.
I have a question.
I agree. Let TJ win his bet, Congress.
Let TJ win his bet for the second time in a row. Fuck Toddy.
I have a question. Why does it take so long for you to install a president? Like, see when a prime minister's elected here, like it's like literally a week later, he's in. He's in number 10.
But Ben, I'm assuming that you heard that the Senate leader is calling for the 25th Amendment to be put in place.
I've seen multiple people calling for that.
Yeah,
my only problem with Pence going in, even for a couple of days, is just before, because Donald is terrible and a demagogue and a potential wannabe dictator. But Pence wants a theocracy and is a massive homophobe, so I'm worried about him executive ordering some shit. To overturn some laws just before he leaves, just to be. So him getting in, basically going, gay marriage is illegal again, proof gone.
Actually, Irish, I don't think he would do that because he's going to want to run for 2024.
Yeah, if he did that, all his base would be like, fuck yeah.
That's true.
It's gonna be super awkward
no matter what.
It's gonna be super awkward if Trump runs in 2024 and so does Pence. Like
they are.
Yeah,
it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
I can't wait. Fucking Jesus.
This is gonna be fun.
You're telling me you weren't my friend this whole time?
This is gonna be fun.
Even though I understand that it's impossible, I really wish that we just could we could just get rid of Trump, because I feel like we shouldn't be able to let a president be talking about terroristic sedition acts like this and be able to get away with it.
Maybe Trudeau will be president by then.
No, but Ben, you can cut this out part right here. But I want you to include a version of "Why Can't We Be Friends" by War at the beginning of this.
Yeah, no problem. Well, I guess.
Hey, Ben, I already sent you something. That better be the fucking outro.
That will be.
I'm warning you. That better be the outro.
All right.
It's too funny not to put it in.
Also, Ben, obviously, we're Ben. You should probably show the two images of just because we did talk about
the old lady. Sure, yeah.
The old lady and Barb, just because I was so worried it was actually Barb.
Okay, you got it.
Oh my fucking god, dude! One last thing I want to say, man. If I haven't repeated myself enough, man, this is just a massive shit show. I don't know what's in our immediate future, but I know it can't be good. So everybody,
I'll tell you
prepare yourselves.
Be safe.
I'll tell you what's in our immediate future. The Your Internet Friends Cult special, the first of a long series of cult episodes.
Unsubscribe.
We would start it off with the scariest cults.
If you guys want to see a quick six die, then yes.
One last thing to add: Derek Blackman, some black guy, has renamed himself Donald J. Trump on Twitter and is tweeting a bunch of stuff that only Derek Blackman could get away with. That's all I'm gonna say.
Good man. Respect the shit out of that beautiful voice, man.
Derek. He's great.
Alrighty.
All right, boys, let's call it a night. This was fun. Let's do it again tomorrow.
We have been your internet friends, and we certainly hope that the country doesn't fall apart before we can get done with our next episode.
By Friday.
By tomorrow.
By tomorrow.
We need you. We need you, America. Please, we need you. Get rid of England. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, boys. I'm going to go eat dinner. I'll talk to you guys later.
And so the courier who had cheated death in the cemetery outside Good Springs cheated death once again, and the Mojave Wasteland was forever changed. Caesar entered the Strip as though it was his triumph. The Legion pushed the NCR out of New Vegas entirely, driving them back to the Mojave outpost. The Legion occupied all major locations, enslaving much of the population and peacefully lording over the rest. Under the Legion's banner, civilization, unforgiving as it was finally came to the Mojave Wasteland. The Legion marched over the Hoover Dam with the help of one who was as brutal and merciless as the worst of them, the Courier. Caesar honored him with a golden coin, minted in celebration of his contributions and distributed throughout the wasteland.